Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We're back again here. We're going to finish working on getting some of this stuff done for this fivem server. Again guys, we just ask if you wouldn't mind to go ahead and like and comment on the video if you can. Subscribe if you want, and hit the notification bell so you know that when we drop more videos and when we start going live very soon. Still working on some more finishing touches on that stream setup. Just a couple more things I need to get taken care of. But we're going to continue working today. Looks like, let's start at the top and see what we've got left in these maps. I want to get them out of the way. Of course, we have all of the shells to go in, and the drift track, and this Molo. I don't think they offer this anymore, but I'm going to throw it in probably with these here, because there's not much you can really do other than look at the caves on this until you put in your shell program, which for us will be loaf housing. This will just be getting these out of the way, which is right here, loaf housing. So I think what we'll do today is let's just knock out let's go ahead and get these out of the way, and this Molo HLM pack. Like I said, Molo modding, he doesn't even have this one on there anymore. Let me see if there's even a place you can get it. Molo HLM MLO. I don't even know if you can even get this one anymore. Let's see, standalones. Does he even have? Oh, I think we looked the other day. I don't think he even has this anymore. No, he doesn't even offer this one anymore, but it's still on Keymaster, so I don't know. I will link Molo modding, and we will link K4MB1 in the links in the description. That way you guys can look at these. A lot of these starter shells are free. I think there's a charge on these two, not much. And then on the next one, we're going to do the KC Drift Track and RFC's LS Custom to get all of these maps that we have on the Keymaster installed. There will be a lot more maps, and if you guys are in need of maps, please get in the Discord. Guys, get in the Discord, take a look at what we have. We do have a lot of maps that are going to be going up there. I haven't had a chance to put them all in yet. I think the ones that were there are already gone, but I do have a lot of maps. We have probably 200 to 300 maps. Lots of car packs we're going to have up for little to no cost. Some of the ones that are more common that we found in, free editions or stuff like that, those won't have any cost other than giving time for me to be able to, if they're not available, to be uploaded right then. A lot of them I should be able to drop directly into the Discord, but if not, there's just time and waiting when I can upload it to you. But let's get started here without wasting too much more time today. So what we're going to do is, here's these K4MB1s. We're going to go ahead and unpack them. Okay, open. Okay, and then we're going to do the mining pack. Okay, and starter shells. Again, guys, don't come at me over the subscription on that one. I bought that script so many times that I don't see the point in buying it again. I bought it like 5 times for a multitude of servers that I've ran, so I just don't see the point in me paying for it 5 or 6 more times. So let's get after it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create a directory here for shell houses. So we're going to put shells, mainly because there are more shells that you can get as you expand your system. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this. These are the props for the cave, for the mine, so we're going to drop that in there. All these maps there that are from that you pay for, your ones that are on your Keymaster, 90% of them are going to be drag and drop. You'll have some that you'll get that you may have to make some changes to, but for the most part they may forget the FX manifest. That's usually all you have to do at worst is grab a map resource, and usually if you message them in their Discord and say, hey, I need a map resource, they're going to send them to you. They may act like a jackass about it, but that's normal for most modders, to be honest. If you ask them for something, they act like you should know everything in the world about their stuff. Alright, now once we get this one up and running, we will start on the others. So there will be other scripts we install. We have, I have to code up the zombie server. I have to code up the Reddit server. Those are going to be done locally on my computer for export. So you'll see some of those kind of scripts. We'll be getting into qbcore, which is more of the Radium side, which is more of like an ESX mixed with a qbcore. If you've done both, I call them annoying as shit, but that's what they are. Now we need to do the starter shells. And let me pull up K4MB1, K4MB1. So his products, we've got his shells. Now he does have a couple of things you can grab up, but he has a subscription you can do. While that's loading, let's jump over here to the screen. So his products, which is where we are now, he has an interior collection, which is just shells. Then he has a bundle that has some MLOs that he does. He has furnished and unfurnished, teleport housing, which is shells, walk-in housing, which is MLOs. I mean, you can buy them all, but I mean, that's a bit much in my opinion. Some of the ones for some of the heists, like if you get into Rain Mad heists and stuff, which are really good, you have to get some of this stuff. So here's your free starter houses, your free drill pack for the Rain Mad and the heist truck for Rain Mad. They all come through here, and then you can, here's your subscriptions. So if you want all the shells, it's $20. You want all the maps, it's $20. If you want it all, it's $30. And this is monthly. Or like I said, if you want to buy them outright, which I mean, it's up to you. Shells, I mean, if you're planning on keeping your server for a good long period of time, I mean that's a bit much. But if you think about it, after 10 months, you're going to spend that much anyways. So it's entirely up to you what you do, as always. I say try it out, see what happens. I mean, start with the free ones, and if people start asking questions about other ones, then move into the other ones. And what you do is crowdfund it or something, you know, to pay for that bill. Hey, you know, we want to add more, but it's $200, and maybe sell a bunch of cars or something. We did that before to buy something. I can't remember what scripts we bought. We bought a few scripts that way. We just put a few cars up for sale and say, hey, everybody donate by buying the cars. We'd sell like one or two of each, and then we'd sell one or two of another one, and they would just be certain cars. And we even did, before we put helicopters up like that. So there's a lot of things you can do to crowdfund it. So it's not all out of pocket for one person. So let's get back up here. That's already drag and dropped in, so we're going to back out of there. Molo, now this is a house. They're everywhere. There's like 3 or 4 locations for this. But so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it right here, because it's in so many different places that you can't really call it one or the other. I know there's a version of it in Polito, and I know there's at least one version of it in the city, and it's the exact same thing. Alright, so that transferred. So all of these are in. Let's see, so yeah, let's do that. Alright, that's all in. So what we're going to do is drop back down. There's where we need to go, and let's boot over. And remember, do not restart a map. I say this every time I install maps for people, or anytime I help someone to install a map. Do not restart a map. It will ripple out and eventually crash everybody. you guys are enjoying the videos and it's stuff that you're kind of interested in, or you want to see some more stuff, let me know in the description. I mean, in the comments. And as always, like and comment just to help out the videos and to help them get out there, help with our algorithm. That's the secret to YouTube, is just like and share, comment, those things. But the like and the comment are the big things right now, from what it seems. So that's all we're asking for anybody to do, is just to like and comment, throw up the notification bell, just because then you'll know when these new videos go live. And there's going to be a lot of them by the time I get done. And then we're going to get the podcast up pretty soon too, and it's going to cross all borders. It's going to be a little bit of everything, and we're going to try to get some gamers in. We're going to do some current events, pop culture, the whole nine. We're going to hit it all, because you know what, the world's falling to shit, so we all need to have our opinion because everybody else does. Alright, so let's get back up here. We have it restarted. I'm going to jump into fivem. This video is not going to run very long today. The next one's going to be about the same. Another thing I recommend to anybody that's running right now is, when you first log into fivem, make sure that you go to game and you turn on this right here, display progress when downloading in-game stream assets. Reason being, well, if you got a regular hard disk drive, don't do it, but this will tell you when shit is loading in the server while you're in. So if you're running around and you haven't been somewhere before, and all of a sudden you got 60 assets running, you might want to just slow down. Now, if you're streaming, that's up to you, but I don't recommend streaming in a server you haven't ran around in anyways. So it's always a good idea when you're getting into a new server just to get a ped car, people. Get a cheap ped car and just drive around. Take a drive. Drive down as many streets as you can. Go to any populated areas you could think of, especially like Mirror Park, you know, the middle of the city. Any place you could think of where they would have MLOs, like beanies, up around the top of the city where all the mansions are. Drive up the interstate, and if you see anything loading at a high rate, slow down and stop. Alright, let's get going here. Should still be where we left off at. Yep, still at Sky Terrace. Okay, so we added in this Molo modding set, so there should be, if I remember correctly, there should be one right here. There it is. It's kind of like slumlord housing in this one. Let's see. So you're going to have a couple of base apartments at the bottom. You know, there's usually a bathroom back there. Basically the same apartments over and over again. They've actually worked on it a lot. The first time I got this, it was pretty shady. They've worked on it, cleared up a lot of the dumps. Now the doors are still kind of stupid. But I mean, for base housing, it's not so bad. And then you go up. And depending on which one this one is, one of them has a record studio. Well, this is that one too. So you got a little cot over here. I don't know what they're cooking up in there. So you got the booth over here, and you got the booth over there. So this is just a little recording studio on this side, and I think there's an apartment on this side. So I mean, if you have somebody that wants to play off like they're you know, the dude that's a recording artist or a rapper, there you go. They've got their own recording studio on the same floor. And then you go up and you should have two more here. So one on one side, you know, one on the other. Now the doors do open, and these windows are live, so they can see you moving around and they can shoot you through the window. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. There's this one. Okay, now there is another. And it is in Sandy. No, it goes in Sandy. Where are you at? You are right here. I think this is a gas station, I believe, or like a corner store, and it's right there beside of it. There it is. And it's the same building. The exact same building. I think there may be one of these at Polito. Let's see. I don't remember if I'm 100% positive on it. There could be. I don't know if it's multiple in, so you'll be able to see it when you jump around. Let's see. I might be wrong. There's no place up here really that you can go, but it's worth a look. No. Alright, so there's that one. That's all in. Again, the rest of it is just that we put in were just the shells for your shell housing. So you should have. Where are we going? We are going here. Let's see. We need to go to one of these pits. I think it's this one. Should have the bind. In the daylight. Yeah, it's right there. So yeah. So you'll have this mine. And I believe it's hard for me to figure out exactly where it's at. There is another one over here somewhere. I just can't remember exactly where it is without my other map. My other map system would tell me. But there's a second map over here. Most of the guys have been there, so you know which mine I'm talking about. There's a small mine over here. I need to get my other map in so I can see it. But there's another map that puts in another mine that goes in over there. So, but that's what it does. Is those shells puts these in, and it gives you your shell houses for your realty scripts, and we'll get into that when we get into local housing. So that's it for this one. That's all of these in. We're good on this one. Next one we will do. We'll get to what is it? The drift track, and from KC, and we will get to RFC's LS Customs. So again, guys, if you don't mind, if you stuck with me this far, like and comment this video here. It helps with our algorithm. Smash the like button as hard as you can. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe so that way you'll know what's going on. You'll be always up to date. And when hitting that notification bell, you're going to get a notification all the times I upload the next probably close to 200 or so videos for the fivem series. Probably a few more as that'll be added into when we get into zombie. And then when we get over to Red M, there will be probably at least 150 or more over there. Getting that set up is a whole different setup. So there is a lot more to cover, a lot more stuff to get into. And as always, comment below if there's anything you want or need to get installed or need help with. Get into the Discord. Get with us. We can help you out. You know, as much as we can possibly can. But thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll be back soon with the next one. I'm trying to get as many of these uploaded every day as I can to get this series finished up. But thanks for hanging out and have a great day.